متيهت حلنا إذا متيهت حلنا أبمينغهام سدالوت مذكرتا نايتهم زصنتو زلو نصحان مسيات إرترا كاب بحري بجلفا زخونت حد أرزانتا قدام أكلاي بحري زخونة ودسو حد كذا حازلت صحفتيا نزامت إيه تزيئة لما عنتي أبحثمت وريدا نابزل نخدمت كابز قبرو learning zone شو عتميتن 50 باوند بموال مدرخ كنسو عمينا متيهت حلنا كنسلو مينا إذا تاريخنا بقول غي أفق ترح زي كونه أبجد لنا ونتراخ الواي يغني الله.
A member of European Parliament from this region, I will protect your rights. I will raise your voice to the European level. I can understand your feelings and pain. The reason I'm saying I can understand as my nation is going through with the same feelings and pain. I have seen the state of the Palestinian state in 2004 myself. I had a privilege and honor to meet President Arafat and see how the Palestinians are coming through in these difficult times. I think, brothers, we all need to understand each other's problem. We need to live together with a commitment and solidarity. Wherever there is an injustice, we will stand together. The only thing I understood in my whole political life, and the reason I joined Labour Party, was social justice, equality and fairness. Let's work together. Let's fight together for social justice, equality and fairness. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor Ansar Ali Khan. Now I would like to invite West Midlands Deputy Police Commissioner, Ms. Yovan Mosquito, to give us her speech. Please give her a round of applause.
Thank you very, very much. Gosh, I'm coming after Councillor Ansar Ali Khan. What a terrible act to have to follow. Not really. Wasn't he outstanding?
He was.
Wasn't he emotionally rousing?
He was.
Yes, these are the quality politicians that we have in Birmingham. So I am privileged to be here with my councillor colleagues, Councillor Ansar Ali Khan, an outstanding councillor, and Councillor Wasim Zafar, outstanding councillor, distinguished guests, and of course the Eritrean diaspora. Now, I am not so privileged to be able to just ad-lib my speeches. I have to make sure that what I've written is what I say, because I'm in this precarious position of people taking my voice out of context. So I am going to be very, very scripted in my speech to you today. So I am privileged and honoured to be here to mark Eritrean Independence Day. And as I've heard from Councillor Ansar Ali Khan and others, it has not been a very easy time for you. Many of you I know are here from Eritrea, not because you wanted to be here, but because you had no choice. And I know that you had many struggles, and some of you have been in prison, you've been professionals, you've got different jobs, you've come to a new place, and I know that it's very hard for you. And as my councillor colleague said, we are here to help you as well. But let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am currently the Deputy Police and Crime Commissioner for the West Midlands, and I work with Bob Jones, who's the Police and Crime Commissioner for the West Midlands, and we hold the Chief Constable to account, we set the budget, we write the policing plan, but most importantly, we are here to be your voice, to ensure that your voice shapes policing policy for the West Midlands. We have no operational responsibility, so I can't order anyone to go and arrest anyone, but we do have a strategic responsibility with the Chief Constable. I'm also the District Chair for Ladywood, which covers this area, but basically I am a public servant. The Bible tells me that if I want to serve, I must be a servant. And it is a shame that when people who have fought for independence appear to become oppressors, you wonder why you fought for independence. There is a common saying that power corrupts, and many people find it difficult to remember why they fought the fight, and they think that the fight is about them and their position. The egos is a terrible thing. I must admit to you that I did not know very much about Eritrea until very recently. As some of you have been here for 5 to 6 years, you are classed as new arrivals. So you will have to get used to the culture, the temperature, the people, the habits, the food, the customs and our way of doing things. But you are in one of the best cities and one of the best countries in the world, I believe. This is a place of opportunity. And there is no place in the world that's perfect. But I believe again that this is one of the best places in the world to live in. We have a multicultural, diverse community which is all embracing. I have 2 of my colleagues who have transcended the divisions of ethnicity. They fight not just for themselves, not just for their specific wards, they fight for everybody, and I am privileged and honoured to serve with them. This is a tolerant and inclusive society. And if you want me or Bob or Councillor Wasim or Councillor Zafar to come back to you to share with you how to become engaged in the democratic process, then you must tell us. There is nothing, I believe, that you cannot achieve in this country as an individual or collectively. Now I want to share with you someone I've been talking about for the past month. My poor cousin and my sister here have heard it, and my great and wonderful friend, Mr. Khalid, who must have heard this story so many times. But not very long ago, I was watching YouTube, because I am very trendy now. I don't quite do the Twittering stuff that Councillor Zafar and Ansa Ali Khan do, but I can go on YouTube. And I came across a young man who, when he was being born, his father said, "My son hasn't got an arm." And the doctor said, "Your son has no arms and he has no legs." And the father left the birthing room. His mother could not bond with him for 4 months. This young man grew up being tortured and bullied at school. And at the age of 8, he said, "I am going to commit suicide." At the age of 10, he went into the bath and said, "I'm going to drown myself." But then when he thought about his parents and how much they loved him and the trauma and the devastation that they would experience if he committed suicide, he decided not to do it. A few weeks later, this young man's mother showed him an article about another man who had no arms and no legs. But this young man was swimming and was living life. So he said, "You know something? I am going to live life as well." And Nicholas Vujicic is an Australian, went on to do 2 degrees, no arms and no legs, went on to swim, no arms and no legs, surf, no arms and no legs, married a beautiful woman, no arms and no legs, and has a wonderful child. If this young man with no arms and no legs can achieve what he has achieved, what can we not achieve as human beings? In this country, you will be able to highlight the injustices in your own country, but do so wisely. Here you can ask your local members of parliament and your MEPs to put pressure on the government to raise issues of concern about the way that the people in Eritrea are being treated, but do so wisely. We as human beings are on a journey of personal and collective development. We will make mistakes along the way, and those who are oppressors will get their just deserts. I believe that you here are all striving for good. So keep up the good fight. Continue to be a voice of the voiceless and trust in God. Thank you.